Perhaps you own a piece that's made out of leather that has seen better days. Or perhaps you're like me, you wish you could have the budget to buy a high-end piece that was made out of leather, but it's just not in the budget right now. However, we are open to secondhand stores, Facebook Marketplace, eBay finds. And if that's the case, today we're going to be putting a cleaner and conditioner to the test in hopes to revive the scratches and blemishes on this piece. So don't go anywhere and stick around for today's makeover. I found it at the secondhand store for 20 some dollars, and when I checked the site, I saw that there was a button with a brand name. When I searched it, I just knew right away that this was a high-end piece and worth rescuing. This is a Whitmore Sherrill leather chair. This company was founded in 1945 and is known for using fine materials and bringing back to life handcrafted originals using techniques passed down from generations of skilled North Carolina artisans. Funny story, as I was standing there deciding if I was gonna bring it home with me, another shopper came over and sat on it. You know that feeling when you find something amazing at the secondhand store and suddenly everyone else notices it? For a second I thought, oh no, someone's about to snag this chair right out from under me. So I did what any professional thrifter would do. I claimed it immediately. Besides the worn out leather, the wood had some nicks and I'm gonna be touching them up with stain, but there won't be any sanding today. I gave myself the task to look on the internet and see if there was a product that was legit for leather care, and this came up. This is a leather kit from Furniture Clinic. I've never tried this product, so you and I are going to find out today if it actually works. So stay tuned. I'm using a damp rag. You don't want it to be soaking wet, and I'm just gonna give the whole chair a quick wipe down. I can tell that there are some parts that are pretty dusty, especially where these buttons in the back are. If you've enjoyed this video so far, we're on a mission to reach 20,000 subscribers, and every single subscription helps me continue creating these projects. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and let's get to 20,000 together. And I think this person owned a cat because I can see cat hair. We're gonna need to vacuum. Let's vacuum all that cat hair out. Yeah, there's a lot. Not every makeover requires paint. Not every makeover requires sanding. Sometimes something just needs to be cleaned, conditioned, and loved again. I've never had a cat, so I guess I don't know anything about cats, but this stuff is not easy to get rid of. One of the reasons why I love rescuing furniture so much is because sometimes I feel like these pieces are overlooked simply because they're not perfect anymore. They're worn, they've been used, and maybe someone thought they had no value left, but with a little effort, they can become beautiful again. And honestly, I think that's something a lot of us can relate to. Sometimes all we need is a little care and a fresh start. As you can see, there are some nicks and dings that are pretty obvious to the eye. But being that this is next to leather, I don't want to run the risk of damaging it using stripper or even the sander. So one quick way to touch up these spots is by using gel stain, or also you can use furniture markers. These markers basically have stain on them and you just have to paint that over the areas that are discolored. Afterwards, you can seal those spots using clear shellac. The only reason why I use the gel stain, because honestly that's gonna be more pricey versus like $14 that you're gonna pay for the markers, is because that's just what I had on hand. This is gonna be it regarding the wood frame. Now the care kit comes with this leather cleaner, a sponge for scrubbing, a pad, and a towel. Oh, and I almost forgot. You also get these ink remover wipes. The care kit costs $37.95. Pretty reasonable if you ask me. We're starting by damping our sponge and using some of the cleaner, we're gonna lightly scrub the leather chair, wiping down the cleaner with a damp towel. Honestly, right now it's looking like the cleaner is highlighting the dryness of the leather instead of addressing it, but I'm going to trust the process and keep going. It was hard to tell how dirty it was after I wiped it down the first time until I saw the sponge. It looks like it's pulling the grime out just fine. What if you happen to own a piece or run into one that needs more work than the one I'm working on today? Well, the Furniture Clinic also has leather repair kits or restoration kits, leather dyes. So, again, it just depends how much work your piece needs. Just know that they have different products that can help rescue your piece. Even right now, I'm asking myself, am I even pulling out that much dirt? Then, when I got rid of the dirty water, I saw and thought, oh, yes, the cleaner worked out great. Once the chair was all clean and let the surface dry for an hour, it was time for my favorite part, the leather protection cream. But it was another trust the process moment because, as you can see in this steak, again, it almost looks like he's highlighting the scratches and the dryness. But you just have to wait it out. I would say it took about half hour before I could start noticing the difference. According to the Furniture's Clinic website, this protection cream conditions leather, adding a protective layer that helps to repel stains and prevent wear and tear from damaging the appearance of fine leather. It also infuses leather aroma deep into the materia. I just got done applying the conditioner. The leather is going to absorb it for 10 minutes before we buff it. We're going to be using a clean rag for buffing, and that's going to make this leather shine again. Okay, it's been 10 minutes and now we're just going to buff it with a clean cloth. Even after this first round, it was very obvious that the leather had absorbed moisture and almost immediately looked richer and healthier. So I think I'm gonna apply one more round of conditioner. But yeah, I can see that sheen come out with this buffing. And after the second round, I couldn't believe the difference. And the best part, I didn't have to reupholster anything. I didn't have to spend hundreds of dollars. Just a little patience and the right product completely transformed this chair. And this is exactly why I encourage people to shop secondhand. You don't need thousands of dollars to furnish your home beautifully. Some of the most unique, high-quality pieces are sitting in the thrift stores right now. And if you're willing to look past a little wear and tear, you can create a home that feels custom and collected without spending a fortune. And if you're interested in furniture flipping as a side hustle, this is another perfect example. I always tell people that profit doesn't always come from huge transformations. Sometimes the best flips are the simple ones. This chair only needed cleaning and conditioning, a few supplies, and a little time. That is it. Now, refinishing and selling lounge chairs is not something that I normally do, so I wasn't sure how much to price it, but I posted it for $325 and somebody claimed it in less than an hour. I think in the future I might go up in price, but that's still a great profit considering that I only spent 2 hours. I'll give you guys a more detailed profit breakdown at the end here, but if my math is correct, I probably made around $125 an hour. What do you think of this thrift store find? Is it something that you would have picked up? Let me know in the comments, and I will see you guys next time.